Stop. Right now. Take your hand off the screen for just 1 second. Do not scroll past this. Do not switch to another tab. Do not tell yourself you will come back to it later, because you won't. And deep down, something in you already knows that. Here is what you need to understand before we go any further. There are hundreds of millions of videos on the internet, billions of hours of content competing for your attention at this exact moment. And yet, out of all of that infinite noise, on this specific day, at this precise hour, with the exact emotional weight you are carrying right now, something guided you here. You did not stumble onto this by accident. Carl Jung spent his entire life studying the invisible architecture beneath human experience. He called it synchronicity, the principle that there are no true coincidences, only meaningful patterns that the sleeping mind dismisses as chance. Jung understood something that most people go their entire lives without realizing, that when something finds you, it is because you have been emitting a frequency that called it forward. You have been sending a signal. And the universe, operating with a precision that would embarrass the most advanced supercomputer ever built, has responded to that signal with this moment. So before your rational mind tries to explain this away, before the voice in your head says, "It's just an algorithm," or "I happened to click," I want you to sit with this truth for one breath. You are here because something in you is ready. Ready to stop waiting. Ready to stop shrinking. Ready to stop bargaining with your own potential. Ready to finally receive what has already been prepared for you. What you are about to hear is not a collection of comforting phrases. It is not spiritual decoration for your walls. This is a navigation system, a precise set of keys designed to unlock the version of you that has been waiting, patiently, quietly, with extraordinary endurance, on the other side of your doubt. But I have to warn you, once you understand what we are going to talk about today, you cannot unknow it. Once you see the invisible threads that connect your inner world to your outer reality, you cannot pretend those threads do not exist. The weight of that awareness is real, but so is the freedom that comes with it. Your time to awaken has arrived. Not tomorrow, not when the circumstances are better or the timing feels safer. Now, this moment, this breath. Let us begin. You have been searching for a sign. I know this. Not because I know you personally, but because the very fact that you are still here, still listening, still holding on, that itself is the evidence. People who have given up do not look for signs. People who are truly lost do not reach toward the light. The reaching is the proof. The universe knows everything you have been through. It knows the nights that felt like they would never end. It knows the internal battles that nobody around you could see, the ones you fought in complete silence, behind a face that looked fine, behind words that said, "I'm okay." It knows every single prayer that rose from the depths of your chest, every whispered plea, every moment you sat alone and asked, quietly and desperately whether any of this was worth it. Every single one of those moments was heard. This is not poetry. This is not a comforting metaphor to make you feel better for 5 minutes before reality crashes back in. This is the actual mechanism of how consciousness and reality interact. Something that quantum physicists and Jungian psychologists and ancient wisdom traditions have been converging on from completely different directions for over a century. Your inner world is not separate from your outer world. It is generating it. The signal you have been emitting through your dominant thoughts, your emotional patterns, your deepest and most persistent beliefs, has been shaping the field of possibility around you. What you experience as reality is not a fixed thing that happens to you. It is a dynamic reflection of what you have been resonating with most consistently. This is why what you tell yourself matters more than anything anyone has ever told you about you. Stop searching for new signs. Stop waiting for one more confirmation before you allow yourself to believe. The confirmation you have been waiting for? It has already been sent. You have already received more than enough evidence. The only thing standing between you and the life that is genuinely yours is this: the willingness to believe it before you can fully see it. Everything you have ever genuinely desired has already been placed into the field of what is possible for you. Not as a distant dream, as an actual destination with a path that has already been laid. The only thing required of you is to stop insisting that you need to see the entire road before you take the next step. Trust the step. Now I want to make you a promise, a real one. By the time this journey is complete, I am going to give you something powerful, a statement, a declaration, a piece of language so precise and so aligned with the deepest truth of who you are that it will function like a key. Not metaphorically, functionally. Because words are not just sounds. Words are vibrational structures. They carry frequency, and when spoken from a place of genuine conviction, they do not just describe reality, they construct it. But we have to build toward that together, because a key only works when the lock has been properly understood. So let us go deeper. Right now, as you breathe and listen, I want you to consider something. The life you are currently living, everything in it, the things that bring you joy and the things that cause you pain, the relationships, the financial reality, the health, the sense of purpose or the absence of it, all of it, without exception, is a direct projection of the dominant patterns inside your mind. This is not blame, this is power. Because if your outer world is a reflection of your inner patterns, then the moment you change the pattern, the reflection must change. That is not wishful thinking, that is physics. That is how resonance works at every level of observable reality, from the vibration of a string on a piano to the oscillation of electrons inside an atom, to the neural firing patterns inside the most sophisticated biological computer ever created, your mind. Your mind is not a passive receiver of reality. It is an active transmitter of it. And right now, today, in this moment, you have the ability to change what it is transmitting. The question is not whether you have the power. You have always had the power. The question is whether you are willing to take responsibility for using it, deliberately, consciously, with full intention, rather than letting old automatic patterns run on default and then wondering why the same situations keep appearing in different disguises. Your mind is an extraordinary magnet. Everything it draws into your experience is in precise alignment with the beliefs, emotions, and focal points you have been reinforcing most consistently. That is not punishment. That is precision. The universe is extraordinarily responsive. But here is the critical insight that changes everything. Your mind cannot attract what you genuinely desire while it remains obsessively focused on the absence of it. When the first thought that greets you every morning is a catalog of what is wrong, what is missing, what has not happened yet, you are not moving toward the thing you want. You are broadcasting the frequency of lack. And lack, by the law of resonance, can only attract more of itself. This is the pattern we are ending today. Not gradually, not eventually. Today, I am asking you to make a decision, not a wishful thought, not a vague intention, but a real decision, the kind that lands in the body and changes the chemistry of how you move through the world. Here it is. Today, I choose to direct my mind only toward what I am choosing to create. Today, I choose to be the cause, not the effect. Say that again inside yourself. Feel the difference between those words and the ones you have been unconsciously repeating. Because the reality you are standing in right now is simply the echo of decisions made in the past. And the reality you will be standing in 1 year from today will be the echo of the decisions you make right now. Everything that surrounds you, everything, is the direct result of where your mind has been living most consistently. If the view from where you are standing is not the view you want, you do not change the world, you change the frequency of the lens. If this message is speaking to something real inside you, if you feel that shift happening right now, that quiet internal recognition, then write this in the comments. 777, my mind is a magnet for abundance, and I am ready to receive. Not because it is a ritual, because stating it publicly is an act of commitment. It is the moment you stop keeping your faith private and start anchoring it in reality. The number 777 in quantum resonance symbolizes perfect alignment between thought, emotion, and universal flow. And right now, in this moment, that alignment is available to you. Wow, I want to address something that most people avoid. Something that sits at the very center of why so many people who genuinely want change cannot seem to access it. Control. Specifically, the desperate, white-knuckled, exhausting need to control exactly how things unfold. You know this pattern. You have lived inside it. The constant mental replaying of scenarios. The rehearsing of conversations, the planning for every possible outcome, the inability to simply be present because your mind is always 3 steps ahead, running calculations, trying to predict, trying to manage, trying to ensure that nothing goes wrong. Here is what that level of control actually produces: resistance. The tighter you grip, the more you constrict the very channel through which what you desire must flow to reach you. You cannot force abundance into your life any more than you can force water uphill. Abundance, like all natural things, flows along the path of least resistance. And when you are in constant control mode, micromanaging the universe, demanding that things arrive in a specific form through a specific door at a specific time, you are placing yourself directly in the path of that flow and blocking it with your own anxiety. Carl Jung spoke about this in his exploration of psychological wholeness. He said that the mind only finds genuine peace when it surrenders to what it cannot know and cannot control. Not in defeat, in trust. There is an enormous difference. Defeat is the collapse of hope. Trust is the expansion of it. Real release, genuine surrender, is not the same as passivity. It does not mean you stop taking action. It does not mean you stop caring about the outcome. It means you stop being attached to a single specific pathway. It means you trust that the intelligence operating through and beneath this universe, call it God, call it Source, call it the deep pattern of existence, knows not only what you want, but the best possible route for delivering it to you. When you try to force that route, you override that intelligence with your own limited vision. And your vision, however sincere, is working from incomplete information. The universe is not. The moment you release the grip, genuinely, not performatively, something extraordinary begins to happen. Doors you did not know existed begin to appear. Opportunities surface through channels you had completely discounted. People enter your life carrying exactly what you needed, through paths that your controlling mind would never have allowed because it was too busy managing the doors it already knew about. Resistance is born from fear. Fear that what you desire will not come. Fear that you are not worthy of it. Fear that the universe somehow is indifferent to your longing. Release that fear, right now. Not because everything is guaranteed to work out exactly as you picture it, but because your picture is smaller than what is actually being prepared for you. Right now, aloud or silently, affirm this with every cell of your being. I release the need to control the how. I trust that what is genuinely mine is already moving toward me. I open every channel and I get out of the way. Stay in that openness. Let the current carry you. Everything that is aligned with your highest good has an orientation toward you. The only thing required is that you stop building walls across its path. If this journey is resonating with you, if something in these words is landing in a place that feels true and important, then take a moment right now and subscribe to Carl Jung Philosophy. Share this with someone who needs to hear it today, not later, now. Because the person in your life who is quietly struggling, who has been searching for exactly this kind of clarity, they deserve to receive it. That act of sharing is itself an act of abundance. It is the practical demonstration that you already operate from overflow, not from scarcity. And overflow is a frequency. Every time you give from that place, you reinforce the signal. And let us talk about time. Specifically, the illusion that what you want exists somewhere in the future, and your job is to somehow get there. This is one of the most quietly devastating misunderstandings a human being can carry. Because when you place your desired reality in the future, you are, by definition, keeping it out of the present. And the present moment is the only place where creation actually happens. It is the only place where the law of attraction is actually active. The future is not a real location. It is a projection. It does not have coordinates you can visit. It has only one point of access, and that point of access is now. Here is what this means practically. The person who has everything you currently desire, the health, the financial abundance, the love, the sense of purpose and aliveness, that person does not think differently from you because they have already received those things. They received those things because they thought differently first. They felt the feelings of that reality before the evidence arrived. They inhabited the emotional frequency of their desired life while the physical circumstances were still being assembled. This is the sequence most people have completely backwards. Most people say, "When I have it, then I will feel it." The truth is, when I feel it, then I will have it. Feeling is not the reward that comes after manifestation. Feeling is the mechanism through which manifestation occurs. Emotion is vibrational. Vibration is attractive. The emotional state you inhabit most consistently is the primary determinant of what your reality continues to generate. So right now, I'm inviting you to do something that might feel strange at first. I'm inviting you to close your eyes for a moment, right now, wherever you are, and bring forward the reality you have been longing for. Not as a wish, as a memory of something that has already happened. See yourself in that reality, not from the outside, like watching a film, from the inside, through your own eyes. What does the room look like? Who is in it? What does your body feel like when it is in that state? Healthy, whole, fully alive. What is the quality of the silence when everything you have been striving for has already arrived? Feel it. Actually feel it. Let it move through your body like warmth. Because what you just experienced is not fantasy. That is a prototype. That is the blueprint your energy field is now beginning to construct toward. The universe does not respond to your words. It responds to the frequency of your feeling. And you just transmitted something real. Now anchor it with language. Speak this aloud. I am a being without limits. Everything I have genuinely desired is already in motion toward me right now. I see my highest life with absolute clarity, and with every breath I take, I am living it from the inside out. Feel that land in your body. That is not decoration. That is architecture. You just built something real. There is one more truth we must walk through together, and it is the one that most spiritual content deliberately avoids because it is uncomfortable, because it asks something of you that feels counterintuitive. It is the truth about pain. Carl
Jung, who spent his life mapping the terrain of the human psyche with a precision that has never been surpassed, said something that most people are not ready to hear. He said that the path to wholeness does not go around the darkness. it goes directly through it. He called this the shadow work. The confrontation with the parts of ourselves we have buried, denied, suppressed, or projected outward onto other people. The wounds we have been carrying so long we have mistaken them for personality. The grief we have not permitted ourselves to fully experience because feeling it completely seemed like it would destroy us. Here is what Jung understood that most modern self-help refuses to acknowledge. Pain is not the opposite of growth. Pain, when approached with courage and curiosity rather than avoidance and resistance, is the primary mechanism of growth. It is the pressure that forms the diamond. It is the resistance that builds the muscle. It is the heat that burns away everything that was never truly you to begin with. Every single difficulty you have faced, every loss, every failure, every season of darkness that you were certain you would not survive, has been doing something to you, something precise and essential. It has been carving away the parts that were too small for where you are going. It has been building in you a resilience that cannot be taught in comfort. It has been expanding your capacity for compassion, for depth, for the kind of understanding that can only come from having actually walked through fire. Your pain is not evidence that you are broken. It is evidence that you have been in a process of becoming something extraordinary. There is an old truth woven into the deepest wisdom traditions of human civilization, that the wound and the medicine are never far apart. That the very place where you have suffered most is often precisely the location of your greatest power and your most irreplaceable contribution to the world around you. Think of a soul who set out to discover its own light. This soul knew, somehow, that it carried something brilliant inside, but it could not see the true nature of that light without first understanding the nature of darkness. And so it walked into the difficult terrain. It met the obstacles, the fears, the confusions. It stumbled, it fell. It sat in the dark and questioned everything. And with each step through that terrain, something was happening beneath the surface. The difficulties were not random. They were calibrated. Each one was teaching the soul something it could not have learned any other way. Each fall was building an intimacy with the ground, and therefore a genuine understanding of what it meant to rise. When that soul finally emerged from the valley, it did not emerge simply relieved. It emerged transformed. Its light was not only brighter, it was different in quality. It carried the depth of someone who had genuinely suffered and genuinely persisted. And that quality, that hard-won, unbreakable luminosity, was precisely what the people around it had been waiting for. That soul is you. Everything you have been through has been building something in you that cannot be built any other way. Not through comfort, not through ease, not through a life without resistance, but through the remarkable, painful, absolutely necessary process of actually living, with all of its texture and its weight and its moments of complete uncertainty. Today, do not fight your pain. Do not perform your way around it or medicate it into silence or paste optimism over the top of it like wallpaper over a crack in the wall. Open toward it. Ask it what it has come to teach you. Sit with it long enough to hear the answer. And then, when you have received what it came to give, convert it. Transform it into the fuel it was always designed to be. If this part of the message found you at exactly the right moment, if something in these words is touching a place you have been protecting for a long time, then write this in the comments right now. 444. Every chapter of pain has been preparing me for something greater. The number 444 in the quantum field represents stability, deep groundedness, and the completion of a difficult cycle. If you are in the middle of something hard right now, 444 is the frequency of you have not been abandoned. The structure is holding. The foundation is being laid. Now it is time to bring everything together and rise. You are not the same person who started listening to this. Something has shifted. You can feel it. That quiet but unmistakable internal rearrangement that happens when truth meets readiness. The walls have come down. The resistance has softened. The grip has loosened. And in the space that has opened up, something extraordinary is now possible. Every word you speak carries the vibrational structure of a decision. Every sentence you affirm with full conviction from the deepest level of your being, rather than from the surface of your mind, becomes a declaration that reality begins to organize itself around. This is not poetry. This is how it works. So now I want you to make your declaration. Not quietly, not tentatively, not with the voice of someone who is hoping this might be true. With the full force of a soul that has walked through its own darkness, survived its own doubt, and arrived at the unshakable knowledge of its own worth and its own power. Speak this out loud, right now, with everything you have. I am a limitless being. I draw abundance, health, love, and success into my life with extraordinary ease. Everything I have genuinely desired is moving toward me right now, and I receive it all with profound joy and absolute certainty. Feel that move through you. Feel the vibration of those words in your chest. Notice what happens in your body when you speak from that level of conviction, rather than from the level of hope or pleading. That is not the same frequency. That is a completely different transmission. And now the promise I made you at the beginning of this journey. This is the statement that will open what has been closed. Read it, say it, write it on paper with your hand. Let it move through every layer of your awareness until it becomes the truest thing you know about yourself. I am the heir to the infinite abundance and the boundless treasures of the highest creative intelligence. Every miracle that has been prepared for my life, I receive them now, one by one, with love and with gratitude. It is done. It is done. It is done. Say that again and again. Not because repetition is magic, but because repetition is how the subconscious mind rewrites its core operating instructions. The mind you were born with was calibrated toward survival. The mind you are building now is calibrated toward creation. And that calibration happens through consistent, intentional, deeply felt repetition of truth. Write those words down, right now, after this. Put them where you will see them in the morning, before the world has a chance to remind you of what it thinks your limitations are. Because tomorrow, the world will try. The news will carry its familiar weight. Old patterns will reach for you like hands from the past. People around you who have not yet made this decision will speak from the frequency of their own limitations and expect you to confirm it. You are no longer available for that confirmation. You are no longer the person who is living by default, carried along by the current of unconscious pattern. You are now someone who has consciously, deliberately, with full awareness, chosen the frequency they will transmit. You have chosen the reality you are creating. You have accepted the responsibility and the extraordinary liberation of knowing that you are the cause. Nothing will be able to take that knowledge from you. It is woven into you now. You have seen the mechanism. You cannot unsee it. You are no longer a passenger in your own life. You are the architect. And so we arrive at the end of this journey, which is, of course, the beginning of the one that actually matters. This moment, right here, right now, is the sign you have been waiting for. Not a vague feeling that maybe something might change someday. A precise, personal, unmistakable signal that has found you through the infinite noise of existence and landed in your awareness at exactly the right moment. You are not wrong to keep hoping. You are not foolish to keep reaching. You are not broken for struggling as long as you have struggled. All of it, every single moment of it, was necessary. Every piece of that journey brought you to the exact depth of understanding you needed to receive what I am about to say to you. You are worthy of everything you have ever genuinely desired. Not because you have earned it through perfect performance, not because you have suffered enough to deserve it, but because worthiness is not something you earn. It is something you are. It is the fundamental nature of a conscious being who has the courage to actually show up for their own life. Everything has already been prepared for you. The only thing remaining is this: open your hands and receive it. Stop waiting for more confirmation. This was the confirmation. Stop asking for one more sign. This was the sign. You were guided here. You listened. You opened. And now, right now, in this moment, something has shifted in the field of what is possible for you. Go and live inside that shift. One last time, with every single thing you are, with the full weight of all you have survived and all you are becoming, speak this truth out loud. I am the heir to the infinite abundance and the boundless treasures of the highest creative intelligence. Every miracle that has been prepared for my life, I receive them now, one by one, with love and with gratitude. It is done. It is done. It is done. Write it. Say it tonight before you sleep. Say it tomorrow before the world speaks first, because from this moment forward, your life is moving in a new direction. Not gradually, not eventually. Now, everything is already prepared. All that remains is for you to open and to receive. Thank you for the extraordinary courage it takes to be truly present for your own transformation. You are more important than you know. You are more capable than you have allowed yourself to believe. You deserve every single beautiful thing this life has to offer. From Carl Jung. Philosophy. We will meet again very soon. Until then, go live the reality you just declared.